This motherfucker's just talking.
Yeah, no, was that hard? If it was, then I just messed it up there, right? Elris. Bro, side note, I just found out Aiden Ross was the same age as me, and off like the top of my head, I just felt like that nigga was younger. Wait, now I gotta know if that nigga Kai Sanat is the same age as me, bro. Dog, it's weird, bro. Oh my gosh, this nigga's only 1 year younger. Yo, man, should just been a streamer or a YouTuber, bro. It's college life. It mid. Psych, nah. That shit was a lot of work, especially as a young man. If you don't get dedicated quickly, you get fucked up on that shit. I don't learn all the how the algorithm works, and just because I watch YouTube, that's not the point. All right, y'all know why you're here. I hope so. I hope so. This is just talking podcast. All right, this is not. We're just talking, bro. How y'all been? I said, how have y'all been? All right, January. All right, it's a new year, a new extravaganza, a new time, and I'm gonna talk about. So I already know what to talk about, but we're gonna see how we fill up the time. First thing we're gonna talk about, though, is passport bros, because doc, and this is what be bothering me about my algorithm. I don't even be like I have to literally put I'm not interested sometimes. And it's so stupid. Oh my gosh. That is a wild fucking thumbnail, and I'm going to steal her thumbnail for one of the pictures for the podcast, because that escaping the plantation is crazy. Especially for passport bros being, I don't even think they're predominantly black people, but they're just considered to be. I'm not. Men who understand that. Oh my gosh. All right. So this is the Urban Dictionary definition of. I wanted to see the Urban Dictionary definition of Western woman. You guys can't cancel me for reading. All right. Maybe y'all niggas read more. You wouldn't be losing your man. My fault. Not niggas. Maybe y'all bitch. Oh my gosh, bro, I'm gonna get fucking got. Men who understand that Western women have drunk the Kool-Aid past the point of no return. Whoever wrote this, bro. Again, like I said, passport bros predominantly supposed to be black people, so. Oh my gosh. Men who understand that Western women have drunk the Kool-Aid past the point of no return and got their passports to enjoy happiness and peace with fit, friendly, forward women. A movement popularized by Loki Rara and Sezi the God, where young black Americans travel across Europe and Asia in search of more opportunities of success, languages, food, and of course, women. All right. Well, if it's I'll get into what my entire thing stands on it is later. Who the fuck? Loki Rara is a musical artist, and so is Sezi the God, and I guess they popularized it. His Instagram is called Advocate for Black Youth. How do they popularize it? This nigga, he literally goes around fucking asking women questions. He one of those Instagram TikToker niggas, bro. Go around ask, and it's predominantly women. I don't think I've seen him ask. I don't see a single nigga. Okay, I see a nigga. Show me a magic trick though, but it's not like he not really okay. LOTR Rise to War or Lord of the Rings. He's talking about the new game. All right. Whatever. You don't care. I'm gonna read the last. What? Well, the last definition for passport bro is a gentleman who knows what Saturdays are for, but can also enjoy a vegan burger. Oh, okay. So like he knows that the Saturdays are for the boys. Obviously. Like I don't even need it. We don't even talk about that. Saturdays are for the boys. National Boys Day. All right. But, you know, he has a soft side. Then they can eat a vegan burger. Yo, y'all niggas see that, like, soft black cake shit, bro? Whatever. Oh, my gosh. Like, look, I'm not saying that y'all niggas can't have plans and do all that stuff, but I'm like, it being a trend is weird, bro. What do you mean soft? And this is a conversation that, like, the conversation that can branch into is a completely different conversation, and I refuse to have that conversation on recording. But at least not yet. I would need to have like I would need somebody who I can conversate on that topic with, and like who's more a part of that community and stuff like and things like to that nature. But I'm not even gonna get into that. But basically, as like the different definitions say, essentially these quote unquote passport bros would be in Western countries, predominantly America, United States of America, and then they would go. Now that other definition said in search of success, blah blah blah, and women, and then woman being the, and then but it said of course women. Now look, I've done like even the like funny enough the thumbnail that I had like saw and I was saying escaping the plantation, and I was saying that like even though that was the case, right? Oh my gosh, these are ugly niggas too. I'm sorry. I saw another one and it said, "What is a passport, bro?" And it showed like the two ugliest like not ugliest, but like it showed two goofy looking niggas in the thumbnail, and the nigga making the video is one of the goofy niggas in the thumbnail. But essentially, I've seen like a few videos here and there just because like I would randomly see a pop up on my YouTube feed and it would just be like a weird ass title, a weird ass thumbnail. And I'm like, fuck it, I got like 10 minutes. You feel me? Like you know those videos where you're like, I mean, I guess I got time. Like you don't really care for it. Maybe you're doing something else while watching it, bro. And you're just like, fuck it. Dude, I think honestly, the first time I saw it, it wasn't even like that. I was just watching like typical stuff that I would watch that I might want to do a podcast about or whatever. And then that was an autoplay. And I wasn't looking at my fucking computer when it autoplayed. But it was like, the first video I saw was like a man kind of explaining it. The second video I saw was a female explaining it. Like one of the female Asians that are there that are always explaining it while also reacting to a, I guess, Western Asian. Talking about her opinions on it, like Asian who was born and raised in America. I think she even like specified to say that like she doesn't have the Oriental like Asian lifestyle because she was adopted by white parents, so she's really just a white girl inside an Asian person's body. I'm not gonna tackle that because that's a whole different thing to unpack. The idea of saying that, I think I already like noted it before in a past podcast, but it was more on the idea of blackness, but I guess you could even like say it in other races. And it's more of an issue, a thing that's becoming more prevalent just because as the world becomes less and less of like distinctive communities, distinctive cultures, and everybody, and like the world is becoming more intertwined. There's like a different level of like understanding for that type of stuff that I do think that should be noted. But yeah, I don't know. If I'm be honest, like completely honest, if you as a quote unquote passport bro are leaving the United States and your purpose is mostly just to find a woman, or like you're actively searching to find a woman as a passport bro, like leaving going to a different country, like it does, and you're kind of, I do agree with some of the women on TikTok calling you guys predators. Yeah, y'all niggas are predators. And the reason that you are is because at the end of the day, that you know what your prey is. Like you have a target in mind. Like it's one thing if you're just like traveling and then you happen to find love when you're traveling. But it's different when you're leaving in search of it. The other things like success, whatever, that's understandable to an extent. For example, like having like, it's weird when you really like try and conceptualize it, because it's like I don't even want to say like these countries are like poor. I guess like just the standards of it relatively is is going to be different. There's obviously a different like sight and look of poverty there as compared to United States. So it's like it's less of like, oh yeah, there's like a lot of like, besides like the tourist trap spots in a lot of these, like I don't I know the word third world, second world countries got retired and they replaced it with some other bullshit. Nigga, it's the same thing. You're just saying it, you're just using a different word to explain countries that aren't the quote unquote main ones. To be honest. What is it? Underdeveloped, fucking stupid. Like, you know, because that's what I'm saying. All of that shit is relative, and like you can say, "Oh yeah, this country is underdeveloped." All right, what have y'all niggas been doing with your development? Failing the fucking. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm gonna be honest. If I ran America, and I was failing an audit every year, I would fire the audit off. Like I would fire the auditor, because I'm like, why y'all niggas saying that out loud? Ain't no way y'all niggas ain't getting a piece of the cheese too, bro. I don't know. And like, why is there no issue? Like, I remember at work, bro. If I was getting audited, like being a cashier and shit, and like there was a certain amount, like a ridiculous amount missing, I had a chance to be reprimanded and or fired. These niggas they're losing trillions of dollars, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point. But basically, like in these third world countries, like it's I think what it is that the mindset in like Western societies is like different than like now in this day and age, and it's been in a lot of other places, in the sense of like creating and making a family. And I don't think that it's necessarily like a complete lacking of it. I think that it's just the idea. What am I trying to say? Like, I don't think it's an issue. Like, okay, let me rewind. I think that I already like made obvious like talks about issues that I find on both sides of the or on both sides, because I'm talking about men and women couples, not that's because that's the only perspective that I can talk about it from. Although I will say the type of couples with the highest divorce rates are the lesbian couples, and I'm just saying. You know, like I've met lesbians by like I've never like not that I feel like I've met one before, but I've never had like a long conversation with like a lesbian. Like, I'm talking to gay people and all. Like, I feel like it just maybe, and I might be wrong, but to me, it just feels like they're more prevalent, or I guess they're just more outwardly available in like the places that I've been at. That could be the case. I just don't know. Yeah, nah. It's a weird, like, the passport bros thing is a weird thing, because there are like obvious issues and dynamics within the Western societies that like are causing there to be like the like whole gap between like the marriage rates now and then, the divorce rates. You can see that there's an obvious shift that comes with it. And there's certain people that want to know, oh, it's feminism. There's certain people that want to know, is this, is that. I think it's more of like a combination of various factors than just necessarily just like a blanket statement or of like it's feminism or these women are fat in the United States. I don't think it's naturally just that. I will say, like, some of these people who are like complaining about quote unquote fat women, like, nigga, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at one of these fucking thumbnails, bro, and like, not the nigga who made the video, but the nigga right next to him, bro's pretty big. Like, he not huge, but like it's just, you dragging it, bro. Like, I don't think, it's dumb. I will say that a lot of the like weight issues and everything within the American society is like not solely just due on the individuals, as like many people like try to make it seem like. If you just do simple research, you can like easily like find multiple pieces of evidence of America literally just lying to their citizens about what's healthy. Kellogg's lobbied a lot for that. In fact, the reason why guys get circumcisions is because of Kellogg, that nigga, because he was all like, it's gonna help them masturbate less. And mind you, they cared about that while also and then they went and made sure that America had the largest porn industry. There's already been studies that I'm not even getting that yet, because what I'm gonna get, where that comes from is where my issue is with these quote unquote passport bro, like some of these niggas, because it's like, I'm not saying all y'all niggas are like that, are like this, like too, like, that's what I'm saying, like the whole dragging it with the women are fat, y'all niggas, like it's across the board. Y'all niggas is fat too. Don't fucking, I'm fat too. The fuck, like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just fat, bro. A nigga lifts. Like, a nigga deadlifts sometimes. Sumo. Man, fuck y'all niggas, bro. Sumo's not even a bad deadlift joint, bro. It works out different portions, bro. It's different. Like, obviously, I'm not trying to max out in sumo. No, I'm gonna max out in the regular deadlift. Just like how I'm not gonna max out on incline bench. I'm gonna max out on regular bench. But I'm not gonna sit here and say incline bench has no benefits. It's working out a different portion of your body. Literally, like, I be having right ankle issues. That shit be, sumo helped me stabilize my right ankle. The first time I had an issue, I got an issue again, but I stopped going to the gym and then I got the issue. So I honestly stopped pulling sumo as well. Like, after I fixed my ankle, sumo's a once in a blue moon type thing. Like, I gotta actually get back to doing Romanians, but it's hard to do it when you're not stable on your ankle, unfortunately. The real reason passport bros are, let me finish reading this title. The real reason passport bros are triggered by his and her perspective. All right, you know what? Y'all can hear this.
Firing at you lames, you know what I'm saying? I love firing off at you lames because y'all get triggered whenever simple truths come out. Therefore, I know there's no honor. Mm-hmm. There's no respect. There's none of that. So with that said, it is what it is. I'm not here to please. I'm not going to change the beat of my drum because
my beliefs.
Yeah, because y'all in the comments crying and whining. Please stop talking about
You remember? Yes, that comment.
You
made 5 videos about us already.
Yeah, nah, see, I don't, and that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen, like, I mean, this is the TikTok thing. Passport bro movement is actually not funny at all.
Okay, so a comment on my video sent me down a rabbit hole I don't ever want to go down again. Passport bros are real? There's this group of like 7 black men on TikTok with like passports and saying they're going to other countries to find more submissive women.
See, and that's what I'm saying, like right then and there. That's why I called it predatory. At the end of the day, it's predatory. If you're telling me you're going to try and find submissive women, and you're knowing that in these countries, to an extent, like you're leveraging the fact that you're not from. It's like what was that one dating show with the Eddie nigga, the fat Ed guy, fat big Ed. It was 90 Day Fiance. These niggas are basically doing 90 Day Fiance in real life. I don't, and that's where my issue comes. It's just like y'all niggas. If y'all niggas gonna do it, just be honest. All right, y'all aiming for like you're predator. You're to extent. Like I'm not. Maybe you're not quote unquote predators as the exact definition goes, but you guys are doing predatory actions. Let's call a fucking spade a spade, bro. Yeah, I don't. Now, is this the same as sexual tourism is a question as well. If you're not, and that's why I'm like, I'd need to find a passport, bro. He would need to be fucking married. And I would need him to have also other friends or a community that are passport bros that I could talk to and be like, yo, are you guys actually trying to marry these women? Or are you guys just going to fuck? Because at that point, it's sexual tourism, except you guys are trying to do it more for free, which is predatory in a sense. Like, I wouldn't do sexual tourism myself. I couldn't see myself doing it, at least not in. Yeah, and I just couldn't see myself doing it. It's very unfortunate. I think it was like, I think it's because of anime and shit. But like, I'm a to an extent, I'm like a hopeless romantic, bro. I don't think I could really just do that shit for real. But like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think there's a difference between that and then the passport bros thing, in the sense of like you getting upset at sexual tourism today would surprise me, because you're okay with it on one side of the aisle, which is like, oh yeah, they have to make their money and whatever, and you're just dinging the guys for using a product that's there. However, at that same notion, it's like, all right, there's an issue. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can't hate on one side that's basically funding them, because if they're not funding them, then they can't do it, which means they can't make their hustle. It's not adding up. I will say that for some of these people that there are issues with it, and for some of these people it's just sex. I think it just depends on how much you abuse it that it really becomes an issue. There's been studies easily, and this is what I was leading to with how, and then let me not even go there. Let me like tackle like the quote unquote fat thing a little bit more. Because I don't know if I ever really like, yes, there is like more. I will say that with the whole fat thing, with there is a double standard in the sense of, you guys like, fat phobia only exists if you guys are talking about women. For example, one of the biggest leaders on the whole fat phobia rhetoric is Tess Holiday. She's known as a plus-size model, a blogger, makeup artist, whatever. If you look at Tess Holiday's past boyfriends, or current boyfriend, I guess they're married. Nick Holiday. Oh no. They split. And she confirmed it with a nude mirror selfie on Instagram. And it was a apparently toxic relationship. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna get into this. I don't really know her or give a fuck about her or whatever she fucking believes in because she's wrong. But like, okay, wait. I do want to know what he did that was abusive. The abuse is so subtle over the weekend. I'm not saying healing since then come out abusive, unhealthy, toxic. Say it's as easy as leaving because for some they don't get that choice. It's stolen from them. Oh, okay. Holiday did not provide details of the nature of the alleged abuse, and a rep for the model did not immediately respond to the People's Magazine's request for comment. I'm not. Oh, we can see Tess Holiday's boyfriend's list. Okay, she's only had one publicly. Oh, I mean, yeah, no, they were dating for like since 2015, or married since 2015, and they dated since 2012. But this is what I'm saying. Like, it's not just Tess Holiday, and I'm not saying that like it's all of them, but it's weird. It's weird that we have like there are some things that are just more or less objective. And like where it's like to an extent, like you're more attractive if you're like this. I don't even want to say body weight. Like from all the research that I've done, it's more indignant of body fat than BMI, body weight. Like I don't, and that's why it's weird. Like the fat phobic rhetoric is so weird because then they immediately say, oh yeah, but if you have a BMI, I'm like, BMI has already been disproven. Like I don't think doctors, like if a doctor is still using BMI and they're trying to say it's a credible like source, it's especially for women, it is borderline brain dead, if not complete brain dead, because the way if you do a little bit of research, the way that they came up with the BMI scale for the woman was by extrapolating the male scale and just making it shorter and less weight. But that's not going to be at all like realistic. Which is why body fat is a better indicator, and you can just know because women in general just store more body fat. So you go into those respective ranges for each individual gender. So it's like all of these issues is just self-perpetuating in a sense. Like I don't like and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think like it's not like, oh, fat women, fat men, fat people don't deserve love. They don't deserve this. No, it's never that. What anybody ever talks about is the statistics game, which is obviously if you're more attractive across the board, it doesn't matter. Like I'm not in general, if you are more attractive, you are going to get more suitors, which means there's a higher chance of you finding the one for you. It's even like, so it's like that's, and it doesn't matter like whether they're big or not. It's like, it's not like, that's not really like a thing. Like you can be big and you find a skinny guy. You can be big guy and find a skinny girl. Like that doesn't like, it's not like a big thing. However, the way that people will try and say that attraction, like especially on first sight, is not like a real thing, I think that's idiotic. Because it is. You have to be attracted to someone in the beginning to usually give them the time of day. And that's the reason why the little Rick Ross memes of like Riz versus sexual harassment or whatever, that shit was fucking popping off because, or now it was Lizzo and Rick Ross, the Riz versus sexual harassment was like completely different people. It was like an ugly fat black nigga and then like some like model, I guess. I'm trying to remember. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Riz versus sexual harassment. harassment meme. Oh my gosh. Unspoken Riz. Ah, dang, there's so many. Oh my gosh. They even have one for Jack Hall. Oh my gosh, they did one for Dream. That nigga's chinny chin chin was huge. But back on the passport bros thing. Now, I already said what I said on that side of the margin, okay? For the passport bros and whatever. I will say it's surprising that like quite literally I've only seen like black men be attacked for it. I don't know if it's just like people don't know that it's not just, or if like it's just like I don't know. I can't say. Maybe these people are mostly just trying to talk about their communities. But like I said, there was a Asian girl and she was saying all that BS. In fact, the Asian girl from the white family was all like, it wasn't like she was being raped. She was like weird. Like I've never heard guys use this as Riz, but I guess it's pretty like popular. You're not like the other girls I've dated. Basically, is like apparently the Riz that she be getting from black guys. Like, oh yeah, I like an Asian woman because they're just submissive. And I'm like, huh? I've gotten yelled at by every race, like man, woman, whatever, bro. I've gotten yelled at by everybody. I don't know like where this like. I don't even understand the whole submission debate, to be honest with you. Like, all right, I guess it comes off of like the idea of the word submitting being like not like. I guess it sounds bad, but it's not as bad as it sounds, to be honest. Basically, like being submissive is just being agreeable, which is very necessary for a healthy relationship. Being able to be agreeable, understand both your other party's side, and be able to communicate effectively, and to not be a cunt, whether you are a male or female. Like the way it's like it's like used though. It's like only if women need to be submissive, or like the other way around, where it's like the rhetoric is that men need to be more quote unquote feminine. I don't understand the like conversation at that point at all. I will say for the femininity portion of a man, I like if you're saying it in the sense of like being more willing to show emotions, I don't think like it's realized that why it's looked down upon, and it's looked down upon by both genders, which is why I don't understand like the whole. It's like patriarchy talk is like stupid to an extent, because like it's not that it's like a patriarchy per se. It's just that like, yes, I mean like I would argue at the like beforehand, like when they were first establishing it, yes, it was a patriarchy. Now I wouldn't argue that it's a patriarchy. I would say that it's like this is just how society has developed at this point now. I don't think there's like a patriarchy system in place. Nah, it's just the system that was previously like used allowed for these people to gain the power, and now those people are just maintaining their power and control. It's not like they're like patriarchy because they don't care about poor men. It's not like poor men are getting like, and that's the issue. Like the idea of patriarchy is kind of like retarded in the sense of like, if you think about it, it's just the 10. It's just like at a 10% of population that's really like benefiting from that, especially in like in multiple different areas, whether it's economic, whether it's fucking the sexual or / dating marketplace. And you can just see that evident through Twitter. And I'm not saying like just financially too. It's the 10%. Like if you look at Tinder stats, and they could possibly even have more that they're unwilling to release because it would damage their brand. But you can find this easily from like just looking it up. A majority of the matches, likes, and whatever, a majority of female likes go to the same like 5 to 10% of men on the app, rather than the. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially for an app. And that's why I was saying like the like dishonesty of it, because like if you guys are only swiping on the, if you guys are all swiping on the same 10% of people on the app, you do realize that then you do think that there is an objective thing that looks good. But that's besides the point. I don't understand why stats aren't brought up more, but it's whatever. It's like, it's just certain things are like not really being talked about, and because of that, there's a lack in examination, and people are just immediately like jumping the fence. I want to say this guy's, who's this? Why did I? Oh, this is just a content creator who makes something about whatever. Also, if we're being completely honest as well, it is like, which is why I said don't go off BMI, but there's just a lot more obvious things that come with being fat, which can be like noted, and it doesn't, and this is just like general general aspects of that these people would share, but it doesn't necessarily mean that is what happens. But if you, again, looking at studies, there could be a general idea of lazy, and this why I don't even want to use generalities, because like it's just the idea, the eating concept is fucked in America. Like the idea of eating is fucked. Like if you really think about it, why is it that a McDonald's, a Burger, like the meals that you'll have from these places, for some reason can even be up to double. Like if you made a similar thing at home, like if you handmade patties using ground beef or something. So it's like, and they don't even look like the commercials. And honestly, man, they're not that good. There's like, oh, man, I remember when the 4 for $4 used to have the crispy chicken sandwich. Now they make you get a fucking burger, and the Wendy's burgers are mid. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, let's call a spade a spade. I don't even like McDonald's like that anymore. Dude, I don't know. My taste for fast food is like basically gone. Like if I'm gonna eat, I want to go to like a real food place, honestly. Like I don't even want to sit down like DoorDash, or DoorDash from a real food place. I don't like DoorDash from like a mid shit. Like I don't know, man. But that's what I'm saying. These are the companies that have the money to keep continuously pump into this government that's getting audited and losing trillions of dollars. So obviously you're going to see the population, and that's what I'm saying. It's you can't get bad at like, oh yeah, these fat women, because the only thing I would say like is hurting it is the like, I don't even want to say the fat positive movement. It's the fat phobic movement. I want to really like separate those two, because I don't have an issue with the fat positive movement at all. I think the idea of that is just being able to love yourself, and and for a lot of the things you have to love and accept certain parts of you in order for you to like move on and make later steps. So I don't have an issue with that at all. I actually like advocate for that. I definitely think people should like reevaluate themselves in that sense, but like it doesn't. But saying that there's just nothing wrong when the thing, like being fat doesn't mean that you just automatically have like a disease. No, it just makes you more liable to like diseases, illnesses, alignments, like ailments. Like you're just more, it's more probable. You have a lower lifespan. Like there's all of that. And like, look, even me, like, I'm working out, but I'm not working out for a long lifespan. Like, whew, bro. I already looked up the average lifespan for a man, And look, bro, even before I looked it up, I was telling my homies, man, after I hit the 70s, I'm thinking about assisted suicide because I ain't really doing shit. But like, I had this conversation with people in the Discord, and it's kind of hilarious. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm not really doing shit, bro. I know that. We know that. So like, let me finish this girl talking about passport bros real quick.
No. Do they not know they're gonna be black everywhere they go? Like an African American everywhere they go? Wait, where are these other countries? Are they going anywhere in Europe? Probably not. Oh, they're manosphere bros, which means they are strategically picking countries that are stereotyped for having very relaxed, if any, rules around these two things.
So the two things that she said was actual violence and domestic violence, or actual assault and domestic violence. Yes, that's true. I guess if you're thinking about like Philippines, I don't think it's weird. I have like seen a lot of the Philippines being brought up. I've heard of like Puerto Rico. I've heard of Brazil. I don't know, like, I don't know their rates of that. I do think that, like, obviously, less developed societies is going to be less stringent. Like, I don't even, like, she brings those two up, but it's just crime in general is higher in places with higher poverty. So it's like, and that's been proven, like, beyond race and everything, like all of that, the biggest like key identifier for like crime is usually like poverty and living conditions and things to that nature. It's not as well as temperature. Funny enough, you know, hey, sun's out, guns out. You feel me? For real. Jesus. But yeah, no, I don't like. I understand her point. Don't get me wrong. I already basically labeled these niggas as predators, even like beyond that. But I don't know if you're basically like, by her saying that, she's basically insinuating that they're just gonna go there to try and, I guess, rape women.
So they're going to other countries not to find submissive wives, but to find women and girls that they.
And again, at that point, I would just say that they should just do sexual tourism if they're really want to just fuck, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't. It's not like. What's the best way to say this? It's not necessarily that, at least my argument would be, it's not necessarily that it is harder to fuck woman or like have sex with or like sleep with like women or whatever. I don't think it's like harder per se. I think that it like and that's what I'm saying. Like it's weird because I don't believe in looks maxing, which is like a whole thing. There's the red pill community, then there's the black pill community that's like they're like the depressed in a way, the depressed version of the like red pill community. Like they believe in self improvement. It's weird, bro. I would have to sit there and watch like a whole black pill like conversation debate to really understand the difference between them and red pill, honestly, because they basically preach the like same notions of like, oh, you're a loser, and that's why they don't want to fuck with you. But the moment you become a winner, they want to fuck with you. They basically both preach that, but it's like, I guess black pill is just a little bit more extreme on the you just need self-improvement aspect, versus red pill is more on the this is all woman's fault, which is yeah, no, that's crazy. Both part especially like the both parts participate into the issue. Yeah, I don't. It's weird. Yeah. But
Yeah, nah. Don't. This is real, bro. What? Okay, so a comment.
I'm gonna see if she got comments. I have failed to connect sexual assault and domestic violence to dating outside the country or reaching badly. This person says also lacks rules about age consent. They just Samantha they just make videos from home and never leave. I mean, some of them, I won't lie. Another person to find victims, clothes keep. Most of the girls are the ones that are like immediately like against it. Obviously, clothes keeper, girl. 3 out of 4 of the dudes on 90 Day Fiance are passport bros. And like it's just crazy because like there was literally like I remember them being like and even like the 90 Day Fiance thing that. Wait, did that Big Ed end up fumbling the bag? I thought he ended up winning the like with the second girl. Obviously, like not the Filipino chick, but like the second girl. Like I saw a video, it seemed like he was winning back then, but I guess not. Jeez. Yeah, Liz. I thought she was like, I don't know, but like, I just like I remember watching not watching, but like seeing someone react to a 90 Day Fiance episode where it was literally like a girl who did that to a guy, and she was even worse, saying that I'm gonna make sure that you're not able to keep your green card or whatever and all that, and it was literally like he just didn't want to fuck all the time, like. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all niggas be acting like it's just drag and it's just niggas, bro. No, we just don't talk about the 3/4 of the dudes on 90 Day Fiance. I mean, you're watching a show which is literally promoting the idea of looking for a woman outside. Like, what the fuck? Obviously, they're going not 3 to 4 dudes are passport bros, dumbass. It's just, that was such a fucking weak fucking argument, bro. My favorite part of the whole thing is how they keep posting evidence for the feds to lock them up. Well, they're not going to get locked up most likely unless... And then another person says what they're saying, what they're doing is 2 different things. They got passports and haven't gotten a single stamp yet. They've been around for 20 years now online. They even made a documentary back in the day called Don't Blame It on Brazil, which is one of the ones that I said. I do want to see a little bit of this, like not see the documentary. I don't really give a fuck. Don't Blame It on Rio. The real deal behind why men go to Brazil for sex. The not so secret destination for growing. Is it? Dog, is it like, when was this? This is 2008, and it's just black men? And this is what I'm saying. I don't believe this. That it's like why is it only I don't know. You know what? Let's look up who the people who wrote it. Because I don't want to fucking bet. Joel Woods. Yeah, black. There's a black male author. Funny enough, there was a group of engineers at Google that did research, and obviously most sociology people wouldn't do this research because they would have to fight with the ethics of it. But because it's engineers and they're just pooling the resources from their own search engine, they don't really have to care too much. But basically, they went and they pooled the thing what was it called? It was like the dark Google engineers look up sexual fantasies, I guess is the best way to put it. Revealed by Google engineers, the biggest female sexual fantasies. What was this shit called? Book called A Billion Wicked Thoughts. That's what it's called. And they basically just talk about like all the like porn-esque searches that both like male or female does, and they divided it. And it was what the female like sexual fantasies ended up being was like. I think the type of books is called the Harley Quinn book type of books, I guess. And honestly, the only reason I heard of it is because like there'll be random shows where they have the mom reading the book and she's just like, oh my gosh, swoon. She'd be like, swoon. She'd be swooning, bro. Swoon, swoon. Because she'd just be imagining herself like on the pirate ship or whatever, like getting. And apparently it was like the five most popular things for women to like think about. And it's funny because when I hear it, everybody's like, oh shit. Like they go immediately know. All right. Vampires, werewolves, billionaires, doctors, and pirates. Literally, two of them mythical monsters / beings that are known to have little to no self-control. However, in these stories, somehow, through the power of love, these monsters are able to be tamed. A billionaire is like a billionaire and a doctor were the two most realistic ones. Pirate, he's not a monster, but like these niggas are literally like robbing, stealing, and killing, bro. These niggas are basically monsters, and you want to tame that? Like this, like, bro. Look, not to say that it was any better on the male side. Like they basically were just like for males, yeah, no, it's basically like these niggas just want to see something, whether it's porn, images, or whatever. They just want to see something. Women, they want a storyline where they basically tame the nigga. I don't. Look, bro, I believe that in a relationship, in theory, you're basically taming each other anyways, training each other. I literally make the joke with one of my other friends and be like, he gets domesticated, but like in theory, they're both of them, they're just domesticating themselves. It's group domestication, which isn't a bad thing at all. So yeah, it's just stupid, bro. It's stupid. Stupid. It's I don't know. So like, it gives 90-day fiance vibes no matter who does it. What do you mean no matter who does it? So my question is why they haven't had a passport before. So the only way you travel is so you don't get your infantile needs met. So sad. Yeah, and then there's a video of a Filipino woman beckoning them to come. I don't know who this @Avery person is. I'm gonna look this guy up, see like if he's. I don't really give a fuck about this nigga, bro. To be completely honest, like. I feel as though like it's a weak argument if you're just saying that they're not marrying some of these women. It's a weak argument if you're not it's a weak argument if they are marrying these women. It's a weak argument if they are like saying the age of consent, the sexual violence stuff. If it's a consensual relationship, then those are weak arguments that are being made against passport bros. I think the his and her
That's what I love.
perspectives, nigga, is he the one? There's like, oh my gosh, and it's on my work account. I'll see if I can find it. Keisha responds, passport, pookies.
Okay, YouTube, we are back with
When black
addressing
men getting their passports
another comment
attack his
from
and her
some of you
perspective.
passport bros or should we say passport pookies? Because we have come to the realization that
Pookies
there
are
are
thugs,
some men who are about that passport bro life, in the sense of who are very honorable and respectable in how they go about things. But then you have those who are...
Okay, and I'm glad that she actually made this like distinction. Made it such a hot topic, and it means different things to different people. The digital nomads, expats, sex tourists, and that's what I was talking about. It means like passport bros means different things to different people. The digital nomad, expats, sex tourists, veteran travelers, and young bros each have a stake in the passport movement and how it impacts their life. This other guy responded to the comment saying, the passport movement is because American women, black, and then I guess he said he specifies black American women in particular are not traditional women. Nigga, are you a traditional man? Like, what do you, I never really understood the like whole traditional woman talk for real. In this day and age, you're gonna want a 2-income household. You're gonna want certain things. If you're making over 100K and you want a housewife, sure. It's whatever. And honestly, I would actually fight back against the woman on this on the same aspect, because in the same way that like these passport bros are looking for traditional women, the women tend to be looking for traditional men as well, and they're just not as loud about it. For example, Gabrielle Union recently said that she felt that it was okay to cheat on her husband before the previous husband, not Dwayne Wade. She thought it was okay to cheat on her husband because she made more money than him. In a day and age in where you would want women to have opportunities, and where some women do deserve to make more money than some men, that shouldn't even be an argument. The fact that you can even say that and you can get praised to all hell, little to no like public backlash, is what I'm talking about. It's stupid in my opinion that like you can want someone who earns that. It's not stupid, but you have to realize once you hit certain levels of salary and money making, a majority of especially single adults are not going to be making that amount, which means you're going to be putting yourself where you're going to have to go to places where these single richer men live. And guess what? If these men are making more than 6 figures, if you're making close to 6 figures and these men are making more than that, they're already making more than enough money to sustain them and somebody else. They don't care about somebody who has money. So you as a woman caring for somebody who has money is you basically wanting a traditional man. Which is why I'm saying the conversation is stupid, because you got like that's why I'm saying like it's both sides attacking these like ideas and whatever, but they're both saying the same fucking shit, which is we kind of did like how it was before. However, there were certain parts of it that was bad. I don't understand why that mental stigma is not like getting like announced more. Like
to his and hers.
I don't care about these niggas, his and her perspectives. Shut the fuck up, bro. There is a pro-black relationship channel that I actually want to like shout out. And I've been forgetting to shout them out. I don't know if I have already anyways, but like I've been forgetting to shout them out because they actually are willing to have the fucking conversations. And that's what I'd be talking about. It's the willingness to have the conversation that is important, that actually helps people understand. Shout out Anna Psychology. She doesn't do anything on it, but it's just, I like her shit. Dang, can I find it? If I type in black into this YouTube watch history, think it'll come up? Oh my gosh. FD signifiers kind of, yeah, no, it's not coming up right now. Love. Is this not the right account? No, it should be. Yeah, okay. We Need to Talk. That's the channel name.
alternate universe.
And it's basically a black it's a pro-black channel that interviews black women and men, and they basically talk about the issues that come with it. And that's what I'm saying. I like this especially better. And that's what I'm saying. Like when I say I'm gonna do a podcast where I rank these red pill niggas and like actually like helpfulness and like identification purposes. Because the reason why people were getting mad at Kevin Samuels was because this nigga was saying that he was saying that a 6-figure high value, like 6-figure plus, not just 6-figure plus, over 100K, like high, like these top 10%. Or like less than 10%. How many men have? There was like a calculator that was there. How many men earn over 6 figures? %. 13%. So you understand what I'm saying now, right? If only 13% in the entire United States only 13 at most there's some that are saying it can be up to like 21%, I guess. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still like a very, very large like minority. Like 25%, or like even like 20% is not like a lot. And you're gonna have, and then that's everybody who makes over. Some of these people are already married. How many? Can I find how many single men? How many single men make 6 figures? Men tend to have more money stashed away. That's not. This is just 16%. It doesn't say single or whatnot. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's dumb. Not dumb, but like it's slow. I don't know. Yeah. All in all, passport bros are kind of weird. If you're like going, like even like there was another video where I was saying like the girl was saying, oh yeah, if you're a gentleman about it, it's whatever. I'm like, even then, like if you're going and you're like going to look for love, I think it's weird. I just do. No, or like it's just weird to do that. I don't think like I've never felt like looking for love, quote unquote, was ever the right way to truly find it. And that might just be my theory. And don't misconfuse like me saying like looking for love. Like there's a little bit of a different aspect that comes with it. Like I mean like very much pursuing, like actively trying to do it. It's just weird. Like going to the point where you're willing to like go to a completely different country as a black, like, and that's the thing, like as a black man, you're like, you like as a person in general, bro, I'm not just going to leave to go to a different country just for the prospect. Like that's what I'm saying. It's a possibility. And that's why I'm like, I don't know to what extent like these niggas are going and like whatever. I guess there was the Brazil one, and that was 2008. I'm gonna have to look into that, I guess. I remember when Patrice O'Neal was kind of like alluding to it, because he went to and he was fat as fuck. He went to Brazil, and I'm pretty sure that's where he found his wife. I don't think, but like. It's been like noted that they had a great relationship together. So I don't know. There's no like real other like idea that I feel like needs to be like set upon it. Oh, I guess real quick we can look at the one that I was saying had a fucked fucking.
Hi, folks.
And this is one of the people that I'd seen, the Filipina P. And her channel is literally just talking about wanting passport, bro, or other Asian countries to retire in. She's talking to a white guy this time. What are you worth in the Philippines? Oh my gosh, bro. A myth of the myth of the shy Filipinas. Why Filipinas act the way they act. Okay. What does a man want to do Filipinas know? Like, what is a woman? Filipinos react to feminists. Like, it's basically just saying that, look, this is our culture. This is the culture for women here, and then this is the culture for women there. And this is why we're stealing all your men. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't sound fucked, bro. Exclusive with the most beautiful Filipina. She looked like a Westerner. Like, I can't even tell, bro. I don't know. Younger women, older men. Now, look, let me rephrase. I have issues with the age gap. Me personally, have issues with age gapping stuff. I feel as though it's not as bad the older you get. That's not to say that a 30 and a 20-year-old is okay in my opinion, but like a 30 and a 40-year-old isn't as bad, I guess. Because at that point, you guys should be more or less mature. Dog, she literally even made a fucking video saying when one Filipina is enough. Polygamy and harems in Philippines. God damn, bro. This is crazy. He was 59, she was 21. And another Filipina, and this time it's a white guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's obviously not just black guys. The big head they get white. Like, I'm pretty sure most of the people I saw in 90 Day Fiance were white too. Like, it's like the fact that it's just like getting like towed down as if it's just a freaking dude. I'm literally looking at a one where there's a white old lady and she pulled a nigga from Africa. Like these niggas, it was Angela Dean, I'm pretty sure. Like, what the fuck? The end of Angela Dean, 90 Day Fiance. I guess it was recent. Caesar's journey keeps getting creepier. Like, it's like all of these shit is stupid. I bought him Gucci. She spent $10,000 on luxury gift for inmate boyfriend. Like, it's just, I don't like. Most of these are quote unquote weirder, less attractive, and or older people that are looking. I will say that it is having an impact on the younger generations because obviously it's like hearing from the top to the bottom. It's like trickle down economics if that worked in America, like in most places, right? But it's just, I don't know. Passport bros is a lazy topic, or not topic. It's a lazy kind of, in my opinion. I don't think it's like you're just going to a place where I guess these women are more willing to put up with bullshit. And that's just because culturally they've had to. I will say, and like I said, I've noted that like the issues with like the mindset within Western society, it's not just on one side of the board though, it's on both. We just like I was just talking about the age gap with men and shit. There's multiple females that I've seen, whether in real life or not, that also go for younger men. to the point where there are very young men that are quote unquote approach or whatever, and because it's not seen as bad, because it's not really seen to be as bad. Like, if you can just use it, you can just easily look at like you just compare female pedophiles to male pedophiles, and like how they're both treated, how they're treated in court and everything. You can just look on that. And so it's like, it's in general, men usually get harsher sentences. It's like it's very weak to like just continuously denote, oh yeah, this is what's wrong with you, this is what's wrong with you, and no, the reason why we're acting like this is because you guys are acting like this and all that bullshit. Nah, there's traumas, there's understandings, there's like the way people grew up and all that stuff. All of this influences it, and I feel as though like a lot more people just need to be willing to have the conversation, especially on the black side of the like spears, because the shit that I hear on that shit can be very wild. And maybe it's just because I'm black, so I gravitate more to black creators, so I just see more black crazy shit. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Though I recommend We Need to Talk. I'm going to put them in the picture too, because they're what really is. They are like what I really want people to really like understand, because I feel as though that's the best way. But damn, bro. All right, this joint gonna come out. I'm going to also release another small joint later that I'm about to just record right now, because I didn't even get to talk about the Melena stuff from Elden Ring. But this is Just Talking Podcast. It's Doc Nah. I'm gonna catch y'all niggas, bro.
That was the Just Talking Podcast.